your home efficiency is life efficiency. Have you seen that movie with Justin Timberlake, the Just in Time movie, where the money slash time is like on their arm? And so to pay for the bus, you had to like scan your arm. To buy food, you had to scan your arm. And then like when you got paid, they would add time to your arm. And it was just a really great demonstration of just the hamster wheel, the hamster wheel, the hamster wheel of life. Another version of this is like the Robots movie, the kids movie, animated one, where it just shows like planned obsolescence, like where they are robots and the big corporate companies just planned obsolescence of the old parts, the old parts, the old parts. And so you have to get like more and more scrappy to just like keep pace with what you have. I've been like, ever since getting solar, I've been thinking about just all the inputs to our house, and a backyard. Like this house is the first time I've had a backyard, second time owning a home, first time owning a backyard, and just thinking about what are all the inputs, and how can you stack the inputs as efficiently as possible. A little bit of it is also just like growing up playing like Age of Empires, or like it's not like Sim City kind of, but more like Age of Empires, where you're like collecting all of the wood and collecting all the stone, and you're automating wood income and stone income, and then you're just building it out with a roadmap. That's what a house is. Like that's what a house can be. And you know how people say like, oh, when you're renting your home, you're like throwing away the income. You're which I don't necessarily always agree. Like personal finance is personal finance, and there's different times to focus on cash flow versus wealth building and other things. But what it demonstrates is, yes, your shelter, that cost that's out every month is not building your net worth. It's not adding to you. You're just paying for it. It's like a subscription, housing subscription, and you have that. You do the same thing with your energy, even when you own a home. If you are just buying your energy from the utility company, you're renting your energy. Whereas if you become an energy producer, and the actual square footage on your roof, like that, you already bought the wood and the shingles and the trusses, and the sun is hitting that part of your roof. If you can turn that into a productive asset, like everyone's obsessed with like passive income, right? Passive income. Your roof is passive income. And then if you take it a step further to like the whole electric vehicle thing, like you're renting the gas, and you're just buying miles as a service. You're paying a subscription for miles as a service. But if your own house could fill up your car and the miles that you're using, it just knocks off one more thing that you have to like work to pay for. And it's this passive production of resources that's like helping you be more efficient. So like your home efficiency is life efficiency. Like if you can flat rate finance being an energy producer for less than you're currently renting or paying as a subscription service for energy every month, you then get that time back. Like time equals money, like money, you get that time back. You get that life back, because the only non-renewable resource is time. And so having a more efficient home, I was like 24 times 365, it's like 8,700 or something like that, or 8,300. And thousands of hours, like you spend thousands of hours at home. And if you can make those thousands of hours less resource intensive, then you are literally getting life back. And so that has been really fun to think about, just your home, your house as an ecosystem, and how can you make it run more efficiently so that you can get life back. Work from home, I think, is another great example of this, of like, if you are able to retool your experiences and your work experience and your ability to network over the internet so that you can do it from your house, you are earning life back. You're earning time back. And then if all the electricity and all of the subscriptions that it take to like run your house are then as efficient as possible, you literally have to work less. Like, I think moving towards this kind of mentality is what's going to help more families move back to a single income household if that's something they're interested in. Or if they stick to double income household, then that whole second income, because the house is running so efficiently, can just be savings. And then the total net years worked is less. So rather than being on a hamster wheel in every element of your life, you can start to pick out elements and get off the hamster wheel in that element, get off the hamster wheel in that element. It's potentially a little bit of a stretch for some people, but Bitcoin is another example of that. That's another thing that had been seeded in my brain that kind of took me down this path before being a homeowner, before owning solar, and before doing the rainwater capture and gardening and that stuff, was fiat money leaks value. Fiat money is purposefully losing ground against goods and services that you need for your home. And so that, as a bottom-up system, if you as an individual and the society as a whole switches over to a cap supply currency, we're then all filling the bucket because we're working for a currency that has a cap supply and can't be manipulated. That's making it more efficient. So doing what you can control inside your own home and with your own money then leads to your life being more efficient, and that builds upwards into society being more efficient. To me, that's a better pitch for home efficiency upgrades. And it's not necessarily even about the you know how you go shopping for new appliances and they list all the crazy metrics of the such and such efficiency rated, or the you have to break it down into the actual money. And that's why starting all the way at the top of making sure your home is an energy producer is a way easier way to think about energy efficiency. You know how this is a personal finance thing where they're just make more money, just make more money. Trying to retool yourself or focusing on not being afraid to ask for raises or not being afraid to job hop is actually a higher ROI than learning how to cut out coffee every day or learning how to cut Netflix or something like that. It's almost the same thing I now see with energy. Turning your home into an energy producing asset takes you way farther than nickel and diming what kind of light switches to get or what kind of refrigerator to get. Turn your home into an energy producing machine. And I think that's going to begin to kind of create this domino effect into thinking about the efficiency of all of your decisions in all of your systems. Here's more videos just kind of exploring that concept.